first thing we want to do is welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me this lovely Thursday. Oops, who's muted? Thank you for muting. Let me figure out who it is. Oh, hi guys. Okay, great. Thank you. Stay muted for a bit. Here we go. Our promise: participate, be respectful. Thank you for being on time. Stay muted. Always check that little microphone at the bottom. It should be red with a line through it. Change your name in the chat so I know who I'm talking to. Stay in your seat and keep your eyes on me. Okay. Well, another shout out to Julian and my son PJ for their February birthdays. They're getting old like you guys. Look at you. Everybody don't unmute. Just smile and show how you're losing all your teeth. That means that you're growing up. I know. Okay, so yes, every time you have a birthday, you get a little older and a little wiser. So, weekly spotlight. Miss London for being our awesome Zoom promise keeper. That's right. Remember all those promises? She keeps them. Christina for her amazingly detailed responses. Girl, keep up the good work. No one-word answers coming from you. Lots of labels in your science pictures. Do not draw a beautiful picture and then just send it to me without any labels in it, guys. I need those labels. And they just point to certain spots on your picture. That's it. It's so easy. So Jaden, for working so hard, keeping up with his pacing. What are we doing today, Miss Cruz? Well, today we're actually still working on living and non-living things and their basic needs. So we're going to get started after we talk about our science vocabulary. Please remember you are to be using our special vocabulary words in our DBAs, in your responses, and even in your regular conversations with your families. Plants, roots, stem, leaves, flower, basic needs, nutrients, growing, grow, water, light, and of course our bonus words that if you really want to be a scientist, you can start using: organisms, oxygen, photosynthesis, convert, transport, and habitat. And I forgot, I meant to add environment, didn't I? Yeah, okay. It's time to Nearpod. Let's Nearpod. 7. Oops, I gotta let some people in. 7H9 7H9M4. There it is in the chat. That is your Nearpod code. Join us as we explore the basic needs of all living things. I wonder what you needed this morning to get up. Mm-hmm. I wonder what you need right now. Mm-hmm. Don't say candy. Don't say pancakes, although that is a food. Don't say video games. That's not a need. That's just a want. A gimme want. All right, guys, let's stop sharing. I'm going to swing on over to our Nearpod. Hi, Olmo. Everything okay?
I like your background.
Thank you. Oh, yes, that's Johnny's background. Janarine, she made that beautiful background for me because she was an awesome Zoom promise keeper. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, guys, here we go. We have joined and we have one person in. Let's see if we can get a few more friends in. We have 6. Ooh, yes, this is awesome. Okay, 7H9M as in Mary or macaroni, and then number 4. All right, guys, here we go. 6 friends in. We're gonna.
Can you say the code?
Yes, the code is at the. Can you see my screen? Okay, it's at the very top. 7H9M4. I also put it in our Zoom chat, but it's 7H9M4. You can join it anytime. All right, guys. Okay. All right. So let's see how we're doing or what we're going to do. We're going to discuss our basic needs. The first thing we are going to do is watch a video. We're going to talk about one of the needs, the basic needs of all living of life. of all livings that we really haven't discussed in detail, and that is space. Like room to grow. I mean, you need a little room to grow, don't you? So after that, we're going to actually travel to space and stay there for 2 weeks and make up a list of the things that we will need to be happy and healthy. So first, let's watch this video to learn that all living things need the basic needs of air, water, food, and some space to grow. So I'm going to play this video for you. Now, it's kind of sad, all right? So you might need something to hug while you're watching it. But before I start it, let me say that it's a natural thing for animals to have, you know, some problems in their life. Okay, so some animals get sick, some animals, you know, they don't survive. But this video is going to actually explore why animals have difficulty on the earth now. So we're talking about wild animals. Yeah, think about a wild animal and why it could possibly have some problems living and growing on the earth now. So the video is going to talk about how they don't have enough space to grow because humans are building and building shopping centers and housing developments and movie theaters and taking away the space that animals in the wild need to grow. So let's watch. It's about 3.5 minutes. Try to stay muted until I stop, and then we'll share some thoughts, okay? All right. It's not a bad video. It's a good video. It's really interesting.
Australian native animals are in serious trouble. Most people are not aware of the need for urgent action to save them. Disease and unprecedented environmental pressures are taking a toll. Cities and towns grow, pushing people and their activities into closer contact with native animals. Industry and agriculture make ever greater demands on the environment for land, water, and other resources. As we take more space and more resources for our ever-expanding population, we leave less space and less resources for other species. Since the year 2000, we have cleared habitat equal to the size of Tasmania. Their wild places are disappearing fast. They are hunted and pushed out of their homes. Globally, from 1970 to 2012, we have lost 58% of all wild animals. Domesticated cows and pigs outweigh wild animals by a massive 14-1. Domesticated chickens outweigh wild birds by 3-1. The odds are stacked against wildlife. Many animals, like the koala, are on a dangerous precipice. We might lose them. When native animals confront humans, they lose. Something has to change fast. Native animals deserve a life free from cruelty and human interference. At Kangaloola Wildlife Shelter, we hold this belief deep in our hearts. We imagine a world where native wildlife live free and are able to express their natural behaviours. We will protect them wherever we can. When native animals are harmed by human activity, we want to be there. We pick them up from the side of the road. We nurture the orphan joeys. We rescue those that are trapped and distressed. We disentangle them from fences and netting and fishing line. We patch them up, feed them, and care for them. We rehabilitate them for a new life. We put them back in the bush, free, where they belong, with their own kind. It is a relentless 24/7 job. There are not enough wildlife carers, and we need more support. Every animal is important in its own right. Every single animal is precious. We give them a second chance at life.
Oh, wow. Wow. Have you guys ever seen a wild animal? Raise your hand if you've seen a wild animal. Maybe it was a squirrel or a bird or a bobcat, a bear. Have you seen a bear? I hope not in real life. Okay, so humans, we need place to live, don't we? Look around. You live in a beautiful house, right? Apartment, a condo. Well, we need a place to live, but what happens when we build our places to live right where the animals used to live? Where do they go? Anybody have any thoughts? What happens when humans take the space that animals used to have? Let's go with Johnny. Johnny, what happens?
The animals lose most of their space and then don't have any space to grow.
Exactly. And they do need that space, don't they? So we actually just took a field trip out to Australia. Yeah. And that's where that video was taken. But did you know this is happening all over the world? Wherever humans are, we have to find a way to have the space and give the wild animals space too. So let me see if anyone else can answer this question. What happens if wild animals get too close because they can't find a better space? They get close to where we live. What happens to wild animals when they get caught up in our habitat? Addie, what could happen to them?
They can get hit by cars.
That's right. And that I'm so glad you said that, because in the video, that kangaroo with the boo-boo foot, and she was exercising his leg, that's what happened to him. He was trying to cross a roadway and he didn't make it. And thankfully he's still alive, but they had to rescue him and nurse him back to health. Then when he's all healthy, they have to go find him a new space to live, don't they? They can't just put him back out there. They have to find a new spot for him. So I thought that was a really interesting video to show how it's important for all living things to have at least that basic need, for sure, space to grow. So let's talk about our basic needs. I'm going to go through a very, very quick slideshow. So just hang tight and pay attention to these cute pink slides. All living things need, pay attention, you're going to have a quiz later, air, food, water, and space. Next, we want to talk about, we need air to breathe. Everybody take a big deep breath. Yeah. To stay alive and healthy. Luckily, air and the gases inside air can be found in many places, including the sky. Humans need food. Everybody pretend to eat something. Yum, 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 yum. We need food so we are not hungry. Yes. Remember one of the animals was being bottle fed. Remember that? We need water. Do you remember? Wait, Siddharth noticed this, I think, because he was like really looking at that little animal that was in a tub of water. What happened with him? They put him in water and he looked like he was what? Why do I need to sit in water? What happens when you get too hot? Is that what happened to that animal? He didn't have enough shade. Maybe we cut down his trees. He got so hot they needed to put him in a little cool water to cool down. That's another reason to use water too. We all need water to grow. We need space to move around so we're not feeling crowded or in danger. These children, oh, they don't have a picture of this. Let's talk about the next one. All right, so let's match the pictures that show the basic needs. Can you match air to the picture that shows air? How about water to water? And what's the other one? Space. Which one might show lots of room to grow and play? And what was the last one? Air, water, space, food. Food. Oh, look how fast you guys are. You know all the needs. This is awesome. All right, 10 seconds left. Ooh, good work, Christian. Good work, Jaden, Ben, Almo, Christina, Johnny, Addie, Siddharth, and Joshua. Okay, Ava, you're doing it now, right? Yes, here she goes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. She did it. And there it is. Awesome job, guys. Water, air, food, space. Remember those 4 basic needs. Let's take a trip Who wants to go to space where we can't meet our needs? Me too. I want to go to space, but only for a few minutes, and then I want to come back. We have been chosen to travel into space and stay there for 2 weeks. But before we go, we have to make a list of all the basic needs that you will need to stay alive. Because think about space for a minute. I don't remember plants floating around in space or McDonald's and I know there's no air out there because spacemen have to wear oxygen tanks, don't they? Don't astronauts? Yeah. Oh, and what else? There is a need out there that's plenty. There's plenty of room to grow out there. And water. I don't remember oceans floating around out there. So let's make a list, drag and drop each picture into the correct category. We made a little T-chart. Things that we don't really need. Things that we would like, but yeah, if we don't have them, we'll still live. And then on the other side, the things that we absolutely must have. And how many were there? There should be 4 basic needs that we must have in outer space. And of course, I can't see your pictures. I'll have to see if you guys can unmute and tell me which one are you putting in the don't need section? Christina, can you think of one that you don't really need?
You really don't need a video game.
That's right. Excellent. It's a want. It's not a need. That's right. Good work. Good work. How about anyone else who would like to share something else that maybe we don't have to have? It's not a need. Let's see. Ooh, I have a hand up from Johnny. Johnny, what's another one that we don't have to have? Or maybe, yeah, go ahead.
We need food, and we do not need a giant car that is faster than you can walk.
That's true. So true. We definitely need food, and we don't really need a fast car. That's so true. Thank you, my love. All right, guys. Good work sorting your suitcases. Are you ready to go to space now? Are we going to send Olmo and Ben out to outer space? Are you going to survive? I hope so. What about Jaden? Jaden, are you going to survive out there? You going to bring enough water and food and air? Yeah, there's plenty of space out there. Okay. This one is kind of fun. This slide contains like an audio, and you can listen to, you can provide an answer. So you have to click the little microphone button, or if you don't know how to do that and share your audio, then you can just type it in. They're asking you, what is a basic need? Why do all plants, animals, and people need this to live? Type or record yourself answering, what are basic needs? Olmo?
I tried to use the audio, but it's not working.
Okay, you can just type if you can. You don't have to do the audio if you're able. If you can't do it, it's totally fine. Hi, Christian. He's back. All right. So Ben says water. Addie says food. Johnny says we need water, food, and space. And if we don't get it, our bodies won't survive. Nice.
I can't record.
It's okay if you can't record. You can go ahead and type. Not all computers will let you. Wow, very good. Jaden, what are the basic needs? Oh, I like that. Ava Marie says food. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, guys, let's move on. If you were unable to do that one, don't worry about it. You will have a time to climb in just a moment. It's quiz time. Now we're going to have 7 questions out of 7 questions about basic needs of plants and animals, all living things. How many do you think you need to get right to feel confident about this lesson, this module? A, 0 to 2. B, 3 to 4, maybe. C, 5 to 6. I'll get 5 to 6 right. D, all of them. I know everything I need to know about basic needs, and I'm going to get them all right. And that's how I'm going to feel really good about this lesson. All right, guys, let's see how you do. Let's go to Nearpod. Time to climb. Here we go. Where do we want to go? Valentine's Day. Yay. Oh, choose your player. Jaden, Siddharth, Ava, Johnny, Eddie. Who else is here? Christina. Who's that? Who's that? Olmo. Ben. Look at all those creatures. All right. Oh, who's that? Joshua. And one more. Let's see. Christian. Let's do it, guys. Let's start the game. We are going to review what we know about basic needs. We have food, water, and space. What need is missing? Food, water, space. Which one's missing? If you said air, you got it right. Nice. Okay, let's do the next one. We have air, space, and water. Which one's missing now? Got air and space and water, but I'm missing something. If you said food, you got it right. Let's try the next one. How do I know that all basic needs are met? How do I know if living things have all their basic needs? If you said that's because things can grow, then you got it right. That's right. They can grow and survive. What happens when basic needs are not met? Uh-oh. That's right, they cannot grow and survive. Things may die. All right, let's go on to the next question. You guys are doing great. Which one of these is a need? Not a want, but a need. Must have to survive. Eva, did you pick it? Yeah. Okay, good work, good work. Not video games. Which one is a want? Something that I want, but I don't have to have to survive. Oh, good, 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 good. Yeah, we don't need games. Last question. I have 100 plants in a small little pot. I give them food, water, and air. Why is it not growing? Why are they not growing? Well, put 100 plants in a tiny pot. I give them the food, their water, and their air. Oh, why aren't they growing? Yeah, they don't have space. That's right. Very, very, very good. Let's look at the leaderboard, guys. How do you feel about that? We are really successful today. Nice job. Awesome, awesome. I am proud of you guys. All right. So, excuse me, but how do I know you've got this? Can you tell me something I should know about living things? Can you prove your knowledge? Me something that you've learned about basic needs and all living things. Ooh, here comes an answer. They need air. Yes, Siddharth. Excellent. Ooh, comes another one. Water, Ben. Fabulous. Christina says, yummy, yummy food. Who's this? Almost says air. Give me air. And it could be space too. Good work. Comes some more. Oh, let's see. Addie says yummy food. Ava says, a fun fact on the 7 plush on your pod, if I was the plant, the answer would be no music. Ha ha. I get you. You know, I love music too. And Johnny says, you should know that if you are growing a living thing, such as a plant or dog, you need to remember to give them space, air, water, and food. Beautiful. Sidar says they need some food. Ava Marie says, give them some water. Ava Marie says, sushi. Yes, I can't survive without my sushi. That's a good food. I like it. You are proving to me that you understand about the basic needs of life. Let's do it. Joshua named all 4 of them. Excellent. Ava Marie says air. Sidar says give them some space to grow, especially those poor little animals. Every time I see a big shopping center go up or another housing development or a road going in, I worry about the animals and whether they have, oh, look at that. Nice work. That's like shelter. That's a space to grow. Good. I like that, Ava. All right, let's see. Oh, yep. Jaden says plants need space. Well, you guys just know so much about this that you are totally ready to take your module exam, I think. So good work, Josh. I love it. All right, guys, let's stop. And oh, there's Johnny's shelter. Very nice. I like that. Space to grow. Any questions?